about you always went blind?
I'm in mourning for my life. I'm unhappy.
Why? I don't understand. You've got your health, your father may not be rich, but he's not badly off. I have it much harder than you. I get 23 rubles a month, all told, less deductions for the pension, and I don't go around in mourning.
It's not a question of money. Even a beggar can be happy.
Theoretically. In practice, it comes down to this. My mother and I, plus my 2 sisters, and my little brother. Only 23 rubles a month coming in. You mean we don't have to eat and drink? There's no need for tea and sugar. No need for tobacco. I don't know how to manage.
The show will be starting soon.
Yes, a play written by Konstantin, and his Nina will be acting in it. 2 people in love, and today their souls will merge as they strive to create a single artistic impression. Whereas my soul and yours have no point of contact. I love you. I can't stay at home so much I long to see you. I walk 3 miles here and 3 miles back every day. And all I get from you is indifference. Well, it's understandable. I have no money, I have a large family. Who wants to marry a man who can't even support himself?
I'm very touched that you love me, but I can't take the same in return, and that's all there is to it. Cigarette?
Not for me.
So close. We'll probably have a storm during the night. If you're not philosophizing, you're going on about money. You seem to think the worst thing that can happen to anyone is poverty, but I think it's 1,000 times easier to go around in rags and beg your bread than it is to, well, you wouldn't understand.
The thing with me, though, is someone never quite flips the mark in the country. I went to bed at 10 last night, woke up at 9 this morning, feeling I slept for so long. And my brain was stuck to my skull. And then, after dinner, I dropped off again. Now I feel as if a horse and cart, but I think when all said and done.
You're right, you ought to be living in town. Listen, you're not supposed to be here now. You'll be called when it starts. Go away, will you?
And would you mind asking your father to have the dog let loose again? In house, otherwise. My sister was awake all night again.
You can talk to my father yourself. I'm not going to. Come on then.
You'll let us know before it starts then.
So the dog will be howling all night again. Like it or lump it.
We're off to look then.
All right, I want you standing by in 2 minutes' time.
Sir?
Not long before it starts. Now, how about this for the theatre? The back of the stage opening straight onto the lake and the horizon.
Splendid.
If Nina's late, then of course the whole effect will be ruined. She ought to be here by now. Father and stepmother keep guard over her. Getting her out of that house is like escaping from a prison. Your hair needs a comb through. You could do with a trim, couldn't you?
It's a tragedy of my life. Even as a young man, I always looked like being in the bottle. Women never liked me. Tell me, why is my sister out of sorts?
Why? Because she's bored. Because she's jealous. She's already set her mind against me and against my play in case her novelist takes a fancy to Nina. She doesn't know anything about my play, but she already hates it.
Now, come.
She's already vexed that in this one little theatre, it's Nina who'll have the success and not her. Comic tell of you in psychology, my mother. She's the one who has to be written about, shouted about, admired for her extraordinary performance. Because this drug isn't available here in the country, she gets bored and ill-tempered. And all of us become her enemies. It's our fault. And she's mean with the money. She's got 75,000 rubles sitting in a bank, I know that for a fact. But ask if she can borrow some, she'll burst into tears.
You've convinced yourself your mother doesn't like your play. You're working yourself up about it. Your mother worships you. Simple as that.
She loves me. She loves me not. Loves me. Well, there you are. She doesn't love me. Well, of course she doesn't. She wants to live and love, and there I am, 25 years old, perpetually reminding her she's stopped being young. When I'm not there, she's 32. When I am, she's 43. And that's why she hates me. She loves the theatre. She thinks she's serving humanity and the sacred cause of art. In my view, the modern theatre is an anthology of stereotypes. When the curtain goes up, these high priests, these gods in the temple of art, demonstrate how people eat and walk, how they talk and love and wear their suits. Serving up the same old thing. Same old thing, the same old thing.
We couldn't do without the theatre.
What we need are new artistic forms. And if we didn't have those, it'd be better if we had nothing at all. I love my mother. I love her deeply. But then she drinks, she smokes, she quite openly lives with that novelist. And they're always bandying her name about in the papers, and I'm sick of it. I'd be happy if she were an ordinary woman. Uncle, what could be sillier than sitting in her drawing room with artists and writers, and me the only one among them who's got no talent? Being put up with purely because I'm her son. Who am I? I left university halfway through. I've no talents, I've no money. According to my passport, I'm a shopkeeper. A Kiev shopkeeper. My father did come from Kiev. He was from the shopkeeping classes, but he was also a well-known actor. All those artists measuring the depth of my nonentity. I could guess what they were thinking of humiliation if it hurt.
Speaking of writers, tell me, what sort of fellow is this novelist of hers? Difficult to make him out. He never says anything.
He's intelligent, straightforward, a person of melancholy disposition. These days, he's still well short of 40, but he's already famous and thoroughly jaded. He has no time for young people. His work is charming, it's clever, but if you've read Tolstoy, you won't want to read Trigorin.
Yes, but take me now. Once upon a time, there were two things I passionately wanted in life. I wanted to marry, and I wanted to become a literary man. And I never managed either, so there we are.
I can hear footsteps. I'm so happy I don't even know what I'm doing. My enchantress, my dream.
I'm not late. Tell me I'm not late.
No.
I've been worrying about it all day. I was so terrified. I was afraid my father wouldn't let me go, but he's just gone out with my stepmother. The sky red, the moon already starting to rise. I'm glad though.
We've been crying, haven't we? We can't be having that now.
It's nothing. Look, I'm going in half an hour. We must hurry. You mustn't, for heaven's sake, make me late. My father doesn't know I'm here.
It's time to start in any case. We must go and call everyone.
I'll do it right away. Simple as that. You know, I once heard humming like that. One of the deputy prosecutors looked at me and he said, "You know, sir, you have a very powerful voice." Then he thought for a moment and he said, "Very powerful, but very disagreeable."
My father and his wife wouldn't let me come here. They say you're all bohemians. They're afraid I might run off to be an actress. But it's the lake that draws me here. Like a seagull. My heart's full of you.
We're alone.
I think there's someone here. What sort of tree is that?
Elm.
Why does it have such a dark colour?
It's evening, everything looks dark. Don't go early, please don't.
I can't stay.
Supposing I came to your house here. I'd stand in the garden all night and look up at your window.
You can't. The watchman will see you. Treasure's not used to you yet, he'll
I
bark.
love you.
Shh.
Who's there? Is that you, Yakov?
Sir?
It's the moon rising.
Yes, sir.
Have you got the spirits and the sulphur? When the red eyes appear, there must be a smell of sulphur. Come on then. It's all ready. Are you nervous?
Yes, very. I don't mind your mother, but you've got Trigorin here. When I think of acting in front of him, I'm terrified. I'm ashamed. He's a famous writer. Is he young?
Yes, he is.
Such wonderful stories he writes.
Wouldn't know. I haven't read them.
Your play's so difficult to do. It doesn't have any living characters.
Living characters. The point is not to show the way life is or how it ought to be, but the way it comes to you in dreams.
It just doesn't have much action, your play. It's just a kind of recitation. And I think a play absolutely has to have love in it.
It's getting damp. Go back and put your galoshes on.
I'm hot.
You won't look after yourself. It's just pig-headedness. You're a doctor. You know perfectly well that dampness in the air is bad for you. But no, you want to make me suffer. Last night you sat out on the veranda all evening just to spite me. You were so wrapped up in your conversation with her, you never noticed the cold. Admit it now. You're fond of her.
I'm 55.
Oh, nonsense. That's not all for a man. You're perfectly well preserved, still attractive to women.
So what do you want me to do?
You'll all bow down in front of an actress. Not one of you who won't.
If artists are popular people, if they get treated differently from businessmen, then that's the way the world's made. That's our yearning for higher things.
You've always had women falling in love with you and hanging round your neck. that supposed to be a yearning for higher things?
If you like. There's been much that was good in the relationships women have had with me. What they liked most about me was the fact I was a first-class doctor. 10 years or so back, you may recall, I was the only one in the whole province who could deliver a baby decently. Added to which, I was always a man of honour. Oh, shit.
She gave an amazing performance. A wonderful performance. Sheer delight. And do you know what Chadden is these days, the comic actor? In Kraczynski's wedding, there was no one to touch him, dear lady. Better than Zdowski, I promise you. Where is he these days?
You keep asking me about people who came out of the ark. How should I know?
Pashka Chadden. Don't make them like that anymore. Theatre's not what it was. Once we saw mighty oaks, now stand mere stumps.
There's not much in the way of brilliant talent these days, it's true, but your average actor is of much higher standard.
I can't agree, though I suppose it's all a question of taste. De gustibus aut bene aut nihil.
Come hither, my dear Hamlet, sit by me. My precious, when's it going to begin?
In a minute, if you would just be patient.
Oh, Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnst mine eyes into my very soul, and there I see such black, ingrained spots as will not leave their
Nay,
taint.
but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, stewed in corruption, honeying and making love under the nasty sky. Ladies and gentlemen, the performance is about to begin. Your attention, if you please. You honoured ancient shades that hover in the hours of night above this lake, make our eyes grow heavy, and let us dream of what will be in 200,000 years from now.
Men and lions, partridges and eagles, spiders, geese and the antlered stags, the unforthcoming fish that dwelt beneath the waters, starfish and creatures invisible to the naked eye. In short, all life, all life, all life, its dismal round concluded, has guttered out. Thousands of centuries have passed since any living creature walked the earth, and this poor moon in vain lights up her lantern. In the meadows, the dawn cry of the crane is heard no more, and the maybugs are silent in the lime groves. Cold, 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 empty, 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 fearful, fearful, fearful.
A touch of the decadent school here, I think.
Mother, I am quite alone. Once in every 100 years I open my lips to speak, and my voice echoes cheerlessly through this emptiness where no one listens. Even you, pale fires, are not listening to me. Like a prisoner flung into some deep dry well, I have no acknowledgement of where I am or of what awaits me. All I am allowed to know is that in this stubborn, bitter struggle with the devil, marshal of material forces, I am fated to be victor, and that matter and spirit will thereafter merge in wondrous harmony to usher in the reign of universal will. Here comes my mighty adversary, the devil. I see his fearful crimson eyes.
There's the smell of sulphur, is there supposed to be?
Yes.
Oh, I see, it's an effect.
Mother, he pines for human company.
Put your hat on. Put it on, you'll catch a cold. He's taken off to the devil, the father of eternal matter.
Right, that's it, the play's over. Can we have the curtain, please? Curtain!
What are you getting cross about?
I'm sorry. I was forgetting that acting and playwriting are reserved for the chosen few, and I've infringed their monopoly.
What's got into him?
Irina, my dear girl, that really is no way to deal with youthful pride.
Why? What did I say?
You offended him.
Well, he told us himself beforehand. It was an amusing skit. That's how I took it, as a skit.
All the same.
And now it turns out to be some great work of art. Oh, for heaven's sake. So we got up all this performance and perfumed the air with sulphur. Not to amuse us, but to give us all an object lesson in the art of writing and acting. Really, it's becoming a bore. He's a willful,
He
difficult
wanted
boy.
to give you pleasure.
Oh, really? But he didn't pick some normal kind of play to do it with, did he? He made us sit through these weary, poetic ravings. What we had here were pretensions to new theatrical forms, to a new artistic era. As far as I could see, though, we didn't get new forms. We simply got bad manners.
no one has any basis for separating spirit from matter. Because for all we know, spirit is nothing but the totality of material atoms. But, you know, what someone ought to put into a play is how we teachers live. A hard time we have of it.
I'm sure you do. But let's not talk about either plays or atoms. Such a glorious evening. Listen, everyone. Is that singing? How lovely.
It's on the other side of the lake.
Come stand with me. 10 years or so back in this lake here, you could hear constant music and singing almost every night. There were 6 estates on this side. I remember laughter and noise, and everyone falling in love. Falling in love. And the lead actor in all of this, the idol of all 6 estates, was, here he is, the Doctor. Well, he's enchanting even now, but in those days he was irresistible. My conscience is beginning to prick, however. Why did I offend that poor boy of mine? I feel uneasy. Kostya! Kostya!
I'll go and look for him.
Would you, my dear?
Konstantin! We're obviously not going to do any more of it. I might as well come out. Hello.
Bravo!
We all thought you were wonderful. With those looks, with that marvellous voice, you simply cannot stay lost in the depths of the countryside. It would be a sin. You absolutely must go on the stage.
That's my dream. It will never come true, though.
May I introduce Trigorin?
I'm so pleased to meet you. I read everything you write.
Don't be embarrassed, my dear. He's a famous man, but he has a simple heart. You see, he's as embarrassed as you are.
I suggest they take the curtain up now. It's a little eerie like that.
Yes. Yakov, be a good fellow and take that curtain up.
It was a strange play, didn't you think?
I couldn't understand a word of it. I enjoyed watching it though. And the scenery was lovely. There must be a lot of fish in that lake.
Yes, there are.
I love fishing. There's nothing I enjoy more than sitting on the bank at the end of the day and watching the float.
But I think that for anyone who has experienced the pleasure of writing something, all other pleasures must pale into insignificance.
You mustn't talk like that. When people say nice things to him, he just wishes the earth would swallow him up.
I remember an occasion at the opera in Moscow when Silva, the famous bass, sang Bottom Sea. Now it was that very night, with malice aforethought, that the bass from our own church choir was sitting up in the gallery. Just imagine our utter astonishment when we hear from the gallery, "Bravo, Silva, a whole octave lower." Something like this. "Bravo, Silva!" The whole theatre simply froze.
A quiet angel flew past.
I must go. Goodbye.
Go where? So early, we shan't let you.
Father's waiting for me.
Cruel man, really. Well, if you must, you must. Such a shame to let you go.
If you knew how hard it is for me to leave.
Do stay.
I mustn't.
An unlucky girl. Apparently, her late mother made all her huge wealth over to her father, every last kopeck. Now the girl is left with nothing because her father, in his turn, has already made the whole lot over to his second wife. It's quite scandalous.
A real swine, though, her father.
Well, we best be going too, or else it will get damp. My legs are aching.
You look as if you've got a pair of wooden legs you can scarcely stand. Come then, old man.
Madam?
I can hear that dog howling again. Be a good fellow, would you cut it loose?
Can't be let loose. I'm afraid of thieves getting into the granary. I've got the millet in there. Yes, a whole octave lower. And he wasn't even a professional opera singer, just a bass from the church choir.
And what would somebody in church choir be paid?
Well, I don't know. I may be stupid, I may be mad, but I like the play. There's something in it. When that little girl was talking about being on her own, and then when the devil's red eyes appeared, I could feel my hands shaking with excitement. Something fresh and untutored about it. Here he comes, I think. I'd like to be a little nicer to him.
They've all gone.
I'm here.
Oh, she's just been looking all over the park for me. The intolerable woman.
Listen, I liked your play very much indeed. It was a strange kind of thing, and I didn't see the end of it, but it left a powerful impression on me nonetheless. You have talent. Yes, you took a subject from the realm of abstract ideas. That was right, because nothing can be excellent unless it expresses some sort of substantial thought.
So you're saying go on?
I am, but write about nothing that isn't important and eternal. I've lived my life with variety and taste. I'm a contented man, but I can tell you, if it had been given to me to experience the lift of heart that artists get in the moment of creation, then I think I would have scorned this material envelope of mine and soared up into the heights.
I'm sorry. Where's Nina?
And another thing, in anything you write, there must always be a clear and definite thought.
Where's
You
Nina?
must- Oh, she went home.
What am I going to do? I'm going to see. I have to see. I'm going to go.
Well, calm down, my friend.
The same. I must go.
Will you go into the house? Your mother's waiting.
How that I've gone. Please, all of you, just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Don't follow me around.
Now, not the way, not right.
Bye, Doctor. Thank you.
Youth.
Whenever there's nothing more to be said, I say youth.
That's a filthy habit. I think they've started playing cards inside. I must go.
Wait a moment.
What is it?
Yet another thing I want to tell you. I'd like to talk for a moment. I don't like my father, but you have a special place in my heart. I don't know why, but all my life I've felt you were close to me. Help me. Please help me or I shall do something silly. I shall make a mockery of my life. I shall ruin it. Can't go on.
What do you mean? Help you with what?
I'm in such torment. No one knows. No one knows the torment I'm in. I'm in love with Konstantin.
So oversensitive. You're all so oversensitive and so much love around. Oh, the spells bound by this lake. But what can I do, my child? What can I do?
Both of us stand up. Walk side by side. Now, you're 22 and I'm nearly twice that. Doctor, which of us is the younger looking?
You are, of course.
You see? And why? Because I work. I'm always busy, Rose. You don't know how to live. And I make it a rule not to look into the future. Never think about old age, never think about death. What will be, will be.
Yes, but I feel as though I'd been born a long, long time ago. I'm dragging my life behind me like a dress with an endless train, and often have no desire to go on living.
I'm careful about my appearance. My dress, my hair, always comme il faut. If I've kept my looks, it's because I've never stopped caring about my appearance. I've never let myself go in the way that some women do.
Here we are, all sunshine and smiles. Our father and stepmother have gone to town, so we're as free as the air for 3 whole days.
I'm happy. I'm all yours now.
As pretty as a picture she is today.
Attractive, well turned out, what a sensible girl. Still, mustn't praise her too much, it'll bring bad luck. Where's Trigorin?
He's at the bathing place, fishing.
Think he'd get bored with it. Can anyone tell me what the matter is with my son? Why is he being so stern and boring? He spends whole days together on the lake. I scarcely see him.
He's sick at heart. Please, read a bit of his play. Do you really want me to? It's so dull. When he reads something himself, his eyes blaze. He's got a wonderful, sad boy.
Sleep well.
Patricia, are you asleep?
No, certainly not.
You're not having any medical attention, are you? It's not right.
I'd be delighted to have some medical attention. The doctor here won't give me any.
Medical attention when you're 60.
Even when you're 60, you still want to live.
Well, take some valerian drops then.
I have a feeling it might be good for him to go to a spa somewhere.
All right, he could go to a spa. Or not go to a spa.
Make sense of that if you can.
There's nothing to make sense of. It's all perfectly plain.
You want to give up smoking?
Oh, fiddle!
No, not fiddle. Alcohol and tobacco make you lose the sense of yourself. Smoke a cigar or drink a glass of vodka. When you're no longer you, you're you plus someone else.
It's all very well for you to talk. You've lived. I've spent 28 years working in the Department of Mild Justice, and I still haven't lived.
Life has to be taken seriously. Swallowing medicine when you're 60 and wishing you'd had more fun when you were younger, well, that's fatuous.
It's time for a walk. My leg's gone to sleep.
Walk. She's going for a couple more drinks.
You can't expect a beggar to be happy.
Oh, pish, you old civil
You
servant.
speak as though it's in this filling life.
Oh, what could be more boring than this country boredom? Heat, quiet, nothing anyone wants to do, everyone philosophising away. It's nice being with you, my friends. It's a pleasure to listen to you, and yet to be sitting in a hotel room somewhere learning your lines. Could anything be better than that?
Yes, I know what you mean.
Better in town, no doubt about it. No one gets past it. No one gets past the attendant not being announced.
So this is where they are. Very good day to you all. Delighted to find you in good health. My wife here tells me you're proposing to go into town together later. Is this true?
Yes, we are.
Oh, splendid, splendid. But dear lady, what are you planning on going in? We're carting the ride today and all the horses are busy.
Well, we've got carriage horses, haven't we?
Oh, carriage horses. Carriage horses. But where am I supposed to get harness for them? Where am I supposed to get harness? Amazing, isn't it? Past comprehension. Dear lady, I revere your talent. I'll gladly give you 10 years of my life. But horses I simply cannot give you.
But supposing I have to go? What an extraordinary state of affairs.
Dear lady, you don't understand what fun is.
Oh, the same old story. In that case, I'm leaving for Moscow today. Have horses rented for me in the village, otherwise I shall walk to the station.
In that case, I resign. Find yourself a new steward.
Every summer here is the same. Every summer I'm insulted. I am not setting foot in this place again. We're going.
This is downright impertinence. This is downright heaven one. I'm sick of it. Fetch the horses directly.
But saying no to someone like that, a famous actress, surely her slightest wish, her slightest whim even, is more important than your farming. It's simply unbelievable.
But what can I do? Put yourself in my position. What can I do?
I'll tell you what. I'll go to my sister and beg with her not to leave. Isn't that right? Yes. The intolerable man. The tyrant.
Sit down, we'll push you there. How terrible, though.
Yes, it is terrible. You won't go. Have a talk with my mouth. Well, you won't go.
Oh, how boring people are. Really, your husband ought to thrown out on his neck, but in fact, the whole thing will just end in that old woman and his sister apologizing to him. You'll see.
He sent the carriage horses out to the fields with all the others. Every day we have this sort of trouble. If you knew how it upset me, look, it's making me ill. Look, I'm shaking. He's so coarse, I can't bear it. Yevgeny, my dear, my precious, take me unto you. Time's running out for us. We're not young anymore. But no, to stop hiding, even at the end of our lives. To stop lying.
I'm 55. It's a little late in the day to change my way of life.
I know why you reject me. I know there are other women besides me. I can't take them all unto you. I understand that. Forgive me, I'm being tiresome.
No.
I'm tormented by jealousy. Of course, you're a doctor. You can't avoid women. I understand that.
What's going on in there?
She's crying, and her brother's got his asthma.
Oh, I'd better go give them both some drops.
Oh, here, take these.
Oh, merci bien.
What lovely flowers. Give me those flowers. Give me those flowers.
How curious to see a famous actress crying, especially over such a tiny thing. And isn't this curious too? A famous writer, someone they write about in all the papers, and he spends the whole day fishing. I thought famous people were proud and unapproachable, but here they are, crying, laughing, fishing, and losing their tempers like everybody else.
You're alone.
Yes, I'm alone. And what does that signify?
I have the dishonour to kill this seagull today. I'm laying to his feet.
What's the matter with you?
Soon I shall kill myself in the same way.
You're not the person I used to know.
No, I'm not. Not since you stopped being the person I used to know. You've changed towards me. You look at me differently. You're embarrassed by my being here.
You got so irritable recently. You put things obliquely all the time in some kind of symbols. This seagull too. This is obviously a symbol of something, but I'm sorry, I don't know what it means. I'm too simple to understand you.
It all started that evening when my play was such an idiotic failure. Women never forgive failure. I burnt it. Every last torn up shred of it. If you knew how unhappy I am. It's terrifying the way you've grown cold towards me. It's unbelievable. It's as if I'd woken up and this lake had dried up or drained away into the earth. You just said you're too simple to understand me. What is there to understand? The play wasn't liked. You despised my inspiration. You've begun to think of me as an ordinary person. A non-entity. Someone just like everybody else. Here comes the man with the real talent. Entering like Hamlet, even down to the book. Word, word, one. The sun hasn't reached yet and already you're smiling. Her expression melted in its rays. I won't stand in your way.
Smokes roll-ups and drinks vodka. Always in black, loved by teacher.
Hello.
Hello to you too. An unexpected turn of events, I gather, means we're leaving today. A pity. The girls who appear in my stories usually strike a false note. I should have liked to put myself in your place for a while, to see how your mind worked and what sort of creature you were.
I should have liked to put myself in your place for a while.
Why?
To know what it felt like to be a famous and talented writer. What does fame feel like?
What does it feel like? I've never really thought about it. Either you have an exaggerated idea of how famous I am, or else it has no sensation at all.
But when you read about yourself in the papers...
If they're praising me, it's nice. If they're abusing me, then I feel put out for a couple of days.
Strange and marvellous world. If you knew how I envied you. People have such different lots in life. Some of them can scarcely drag out their own dull, obscure existence. While others, you for example, you're granted an absorbing sunlit life that's full of meaning. You're happy.
Me? You talk about fame and happiness and some kind of absorbing sunlit life. But these are just fine words. You're very young and you're very kind.
You have a wonderful life.
What's especially good about it, though? I have to go and write, I'm sorry. I'm rather pressed for time. I'm starting to get worked up and slightly irritated. All right, then, let's talk about it. Let's talk about my wonderful sunlit life. Now, where shall we begin? There are things in this world called idées fixes. When day and night a man can think of nothing else except the moon, let's say. Now, I have such a moon of my own. Day and night, I am in the grip of a single obsession. And I have to write. And I have to write, I have to write. Scarcely have I finished one story, then for some reason I have to write another. And then a third, and after the third, a fourth. And I ask you, what's wonderful and sunlit about that? And it's a cruel life. Here I am talking to you, getting myself quite worked up. But at the same time, I don't forget for a single moment that there is an unfinished story waiting for me. I see that cloud up there, looking like a grand piano, and I think, I shall have to put that in a story somewhere. I finish work and I rush off to the theatre, nor I go fishing. There at least I might relax and forget myself. But no, because inside my head a new idea, And already I can feel the pull of my desk because I have to write again. And that's how it always is, always, and I have no peace for myself. And I feel as if I'm eating up my own life. I surely must be mad. And in the years when I was a beginner still, the years when I was young, the best years, my work was one long torment to me. The young writer, particularly when he's not successful, feels clumsy, inept, useless. His nerves are on edge. He can't stop himself hanging around people connected with literature and art. An unacknowledged and unnoticed figure who's afraid to look people in the eye. It was terrible. It was a torment.
But surely inspiration and the actual process of creation gives you moments of elevation, moments of happiness.
Yes, they do. When I'm writing, it's rather agreeable. But scarcely has something come off the press that I can't bear it. I can see it's all wrong, it's a mistake. It should never have been written at all. And I feel disappointed. I feel deeply worthless. But the public reads it and says yes. It's charming, it's clever. Charming, but nowhere near Tolstoy. To my dying day, it will go on being merely charming and clever. Charming and clever and nothing more.
Forgive me, but I refuse to understand what you're saying. You've simply been spoiled by success.
What success? I don't like myself as a writer. The worst thing is that I go round in some kind of daze, and often I don't know what it is I'm writing. Now, I love this water here. The trees, the sky. I have a feeling for nature. It arouses this passion I have, the irresistible desire to write. But then, of course, I'm not just a landscape painter. I'm a citizen as well. I love my country. I love the common people. I feel, as a writer, I have some obligation to deal with the people, with their sufferings and their future, and deal with it all I do in haste, urged on and snapped at on all sides. I can see life and science getting further and further ahead of me, while I fall further and further behind.
You've been overworking. You haven't had the time or taste to become aware of your own importance. You may be dissatisfied with yourself, but in other people's eyes, you're a great and wonderful man. If I were a writer, like you, I should sacrifice my whole life to the crowd. But I should know that all that time that their happiness lay purely in reaching up to me, and they drag my chariot in triumph through the streets.
Dragging people in chariots, well, I can bend them now, aren't I?
For the happiness of being a writer or an actress, I'd put up with hunger and disappointment and my family turning their backs on me. I'd live in a garret and eat black bread. I'd endure my dissatisfaction with myself and my consciousness of my shortcomings. But then to make up for it, I should demand glory. Real, resounding glory. Boris! Boris!
I'm being summoned. Time's back, I suppose. I really don't feel like leaving. Just look at the bounteousness of it. How fine.
You see the house and garden on the other side?
Yes?
I've spent my whole life around this lane. I know every little island in it.
A fine place you live in. What's that?
A seagull. Konstantin shot it.
I really don't feel like leaving. Why don't you try and persuade her to stay?
What's that you're writing?
Nothing. Just jotting something down. An idea came to my head. An idea for a short story. A girl like you, living by the lake since she was a child. She loves the lake the way a seagull might. And she's as happy and as free as a seagull. But one day, by chance, a man comes along and sees her. And quite idly, he destroys her. Like the seagull.
Boris! Where are you?
Coming. What is it?
We're staying.
A dream. in something? Quite seriously, if he'd wounded himself badly, I couldn't have gone on living for another moment. I've got courage though. So I thought, right, and I made up my mind to tear this love out of my heart. Tear it out by the roots.
How?
I'm going to get married. To Medvedenko.
The school teacher?
Yes.
I don't see the need for that.
Loving without hope. Waiting year after year for something to happen. I'm certainly not marrying for love, but I'll have new troubles to drown out the old. Be a change anyway. Have another one, shall we?
Won't that be rather a lot?
Oh, come on. There's no need to look at me like that. Women are more often drinkers than you realise. A few of them drink openly like me, but most of them do it in secret. Oh yes, and always vodka or brandy. Here's to you. There's no nonsense about you. I'll be sorry to see you go.
I don't much want to go myself.
Ask her to stay then.
No, she won't stay. Her son's being extremely awkward. First he was trying to shoot himself, and now, so I gather, he's going to challenge me to a duel. I don't know what for.
How about jealousy? Not that it's any business of mine. My school teacher isn't very clever, but he's a kind man, and he's poor. He's very much in love with me. I feel sorry for him. I even feel sorry for his old mother. Anyway, let me wish you all the best. Remember me kindly. I'm very grateful to you for taking an interest. Send me your books though, and you must sign them. Don't put what you put for everyone else. Put Tamasha, of dubious descent and resident in this world for reasons unknown. Goodbye. Heads or tails?
Heads.
No, tails. The question was, should I become an actress or not? If only someone could tell me.
It's not something anyone can tell you.
We're saying goodbye to each other and we may never see each other again. I should like to give you this locket to remember me by. I've had your initials engraved on it, and on the other side the title of your book, Days and Nights.
What a very gracious gesture. It's a delightful present.
Remember me sometimes.
I shall remember you as you were on that bright and sunny day a week ago, where you were wearing a summer dress and we had a talk. And there on the garden seat lay a white seagull.
The seagull, yes. We can't say anything else, there are people coming. Give me 2 minutes before I leave, I beg of you.
Now why don't you stay at home, you poor old man? What do you want to go around calling on people for with your rheumatism? Who was that went out just now? Was that Nina?
Yes.
Pardon, we're intruding. I think I've packed everything. What a torment it is.
Days and Nights. Page 121, lines 11 and 12.
Might pack fishing rods too, sir?
Yes, I shall be needing them again. The books you can give away, though.
Yep.
Page 121, lines 11 and 12. What do they say? Do you have my books in the house?
My brother's study, the corner cupboard.
Page 121.
Really, Patricia, I should stay at home if I were you.
You're leaving. I get depressed sitting at home without you.
What's happening in town then?
Nothing much, but all the same, they're laying the foundation stone for the new government building, etc., etc. I'd like to be down and about for an hour or two anyway. I've ordered the horses for 4 o'clock. We can go together.
Well, don't get too bored. Don't catch any colds. Keep an eye on my son. Look after him. I'm leaving, so I'll never know why Konstantin tried to shoot himself. The main reason, I think, was jealousy, and the sooner I take Trigorin away from here, the better.
I don't quite know how to put this, but there were other reasons too. There he is, young man, intelligent, lives in the country, miles from anywhere. And he has no position, no money, and no future. He's ashamed of his idleness. He's frightened of it.
Oh, he's a trial to me. Maybe he should get a job.
Maybe, perhaps the best thing would be if you to give him a little money. The first thing he needs to do is dress like a normal human being. He hasn't even got an overcoat to his back.
I suppose I might arrange a little more for clothes. No, at the moment I can't even manage the clothes. I've no money. I haven't.
Oh, don't worry, my dear. I believe you. Don't be angry. You're a good and generous woman.
I've no money.
If I had any money myself, I'd give him some myself. But it's all taken by that steward of mine to spend on planting crops and keeping bees, raising cattle. Might as well pour it all straight down the drain. The bees drop dead, the cows drop dead, and they never let me have any horses.
All right. I have money. But I happen to be in the theatrical profession. My outfits alone have nearly ruined me.
You're a dear, kind girl. I respect your opinion. I'm afraid I'm having another of my head's going around. I'm not feeling too good.
Patricia, help me! Someone help me! He's ill!
I'm all right. I'm all right. It's passed off. Simple as that.
There's no need to be frightened, Mama. It's not dangerous. Uncle often has these turns now. Uncle, you must have a lie down.
For a moment, yes. I'm still going to town. I'll have a quick lie down, and then I'll go.
Desmond, in the morning on 4, at midday on 2, in the evening on 3.
Right. And at night on your back. I'm quite all right, thank you.
Well, there's politeness.
He gave me such a fright.
It's bad for his health living in the country. He's pining away. Now, Mama, if you were to give him a sudden attack of generosity and lend him a couple of 1,000 rubles, he could live in town all year.
I haven't any money. I'm an actress, not a bank manager.
You changed my dressings, Mama. You did so nicely.
The doctor is late.
Promised to be here at 10. It's 12 already.
Sit down. You look as though you're wearing a turban. Someone who came to the kitchen door yesterday was asking what nationality you were. It's nearly healed, though. Only the merest trifle left to go. You're not going to start playing with guns again while I'm away, are you?
No, Mama, that was just a moment of crazy despair when I lost control of myself. Won't happen again. You have magic in your hands. I remember a long time ago, when you were still working at the State Theatre when I was little, there was a fight in the courtyard of our block. And a washwoman living in one of the apartments got badly knocked out. Do you remember? You took her medicine, you fed her children, you bathed them in the wash tub. Surely you remember?
No.
There were 2 ballet dancers living in the same block. They used to come and have coffee with you.
I remember that.
They were terribly religious. These last few days I've loved you as tenderly and wholeheartedly as I did when I was a child. I've no one left apart from you. But why has this man come between us?
Constantine, you don't understand him. He's someone of the highest integrity.
However, when I told him I was going to challenge him to a duel, his integrity didn't hinder his cowardice. He's leaving, ignominiously fleeing.
Oh, nonsense. I'm taking him away. You can't be pleased by our relationship, but I must insist that you respect my freedom.
I do respect your freedom, but you must allow me to be free too. Someone of the highest integrity. Here we are on the point of quarrelling over him while he sits in the drawing room or garden somewhere laughing at us. Educating Nina, trying to convince her once and for all that he's a genius.
You take pleasure in being disagreeable to me. That man is someone I have great respect for, and I must ask you not to speak ill of him in my presence.
I don't have great respect for him, however. You asked me to think he's a genius as well, but I'm sorry, I can't tell a lie. His work nauseates me.
That's jealousy. People with no talent themselves, only pretensions, are always reduced to running down people who do have real talent. Must be a great comfort.
Real talent. And more talent than a lot of you if it comes to that. You and your doll-pulling friends have a stranglehold on art, and the only things you consider legitimate and real are the ones you do yourselves. I don't acknowledge any of you. I don't acknowledge you, I don't acknowledge him.
And what are you, a decadent?
Go off to your nice little theatre and act in your miserable, mediocre play.
I've never acted in plays like that in my life. Leave me alone. You couldn't write so much as a miserable farce, you shopkeeper. Yes, Kiev, shopkeeper, parasite,
Miser.
ragbag. Non-entity. Don't cry. There's no need to cry. You mustn't cry, my own dear child. Please, Forgive me, forgive your wicked mother, forgive your unhappy mother.
Only you knew. I've lost everything. She doesn't love me. I can't write anymore. All my hopes have foundered.
Don't despair. Everything will be all right. I'm taking him away now. She'll go back to loving you. Enough. Enough. We're friends again.
Yes.
Be friends with him too. No, Jules. You won't, will you?
Very well. Please don't make me see him. It's hard for me. More than I can bear. So I'm going. But we'll do my dressings later.
Page 121, lines 11 and 12. Ah, here we are. If ever you have need of my life, then come and take it.
They'll be bringing the horses very shortly.
And if ever you have need of my life, then come and take it.
You're packed, I hope.
Yes, yes. Why do I hear a note of sadness in that cry from a pure heart? Why is my own heart so painfully contracted? If ever you have need of my life, then come and take it. Let's stop another day. Just one more day.
My dear, I know what keeps you here. But do take a hold of yourself. You're a little intoxicated. You must be sober again.
You must be sober too. Be understanding and sensible, I implore you. See all this like the true friend you are. You're capable of sacrifice. Be my friend, let me go.
You're as captivated as that.
I feel as if a voice were calling me to her. Perhaps this is the very thing I need.
Some provincial girls love. How little you understand yourself.
Sometimes people fall asleep on their feet, and that's how I am now. Talking to you, but feeling the whole time as if I were asleep and dreaming of her. Most marvellous dreams have taken hold of me. Let me go.
No. No, I'm a woman like any other. You can't speak to me so. Don't torment me, Boris. It frightens me.
If you choose, you can be a woman unlike any other. A young love. A love full of charm and poetry, bearing me off to the land of dreams. In all this wide world, no one but her can give me happiness. This sort of love I've never known yet. I had no time for it when I was young, when I was beating on Ennis's doors, when I was struggling with poverty. Now here it is, that love. I never knew it's here, it's calling to me. What sense in running away from it?
You've gone mad.
Release me
You've
then.
all conspired to torment me today.
She doesn't understand. She won't understand.
Am I really so old and ugly that you can talk to me about other women without so much as batting an eyelid? Oh, you're out of your senses. My amazing man, my marvellous man, the last page of my life, my joy, my pride, my delight. Leave me for a single hour and I'll never survive it. I'll go mad. My amazing man, my magnificent man, my sovereign lord.
Someone may come in.
Let them. I'm not ashamed of my love for you. My treasure, my wild and desperate man. You want to behave like a lunatic. I don't want you to. I won't let you. You're mine. You're mine. This brow of yours is mine. These eyes are mine. This lovely silken hair is mine. You're all mine. You're such a talented man. Such an intelligent man. You're the finest writer alive today, the sole hope of our nation. You have so much sincerity, so much simplicity and freshness and wholesome humour. With one stroke you can convey the essence of a person or a landscape. Your characters live and breathe. Impossible to read you without delight. You think this is mere incense at your altar? That I'm flattering you? Look into my eyes. Look into them. Do I look like a liar? See for yourself, I'm the only one who can appreciate you, the only one who will tell you the truth, my sweet, my marvel. So you'll come away with me? Yes? You won't abandon me?
I have no will of my own. I've never had a will of my own. Aging, crumbling, endlessly submissive. Is that what really pleases a woman? Pick me up, carry me off, just don't let me out of your sight for an instant.
Now he's mine. Anyway, you can stay if you like. I'll go and you can come on in a week's time. There's really no reason for you to hurry, is there?
No, we'll go together.
Whichever you like. Together. All right. Together. What are you writing?
I heard a rather nice turn of phrase this morning. Virgin's Forest. Might come in handy. So, we're going to be travelling again. Stations and restaurants again. Station restaurants and station cutlets. Conversation on trains.
Dear lady, I have to inform you, with the utmost regret, that the horses are ready. It's time, dear lady, to go to the station. The train shall arrive at 5 minutes after 2. But you will be so kind, if you remember, to inquire to the whereabouts of that actor, Seagull. Oh, he and I used to go drinking together once upon a time. His performance in the great mail robbery was beyond compare. At that time, as I recall, he was working with the tragedian Ismailov, another remarkable character. But don't hurry yourself, dear lady. Another 5 minutes still. Once, in some melodrama, they were playing conspirators, and when they were suddenly caught, they were supposed to say, caught, like rats in a trap. But Ismailov, caught, like trats in a wrap.
Some plums for the journey. They're very sweet. I thought you might feel like something else.
That's very kind of you.
Goodbye, my dear. And if anything wasn't as it should have been, please forgive me.
Everything was fine. Everything was... Oh, you just mustn't start crying.
Our lives are running out.
What can we do?
Time to go. You don't want to be late when all's said and done. I'm going to get you.
Yes. Well, I'm going to walk to the station. See you all. I'll have to look sharp.
Goodbye then, my dears. We'll see each other again next summer, for spared. Don't forget me.
Not in good form. Give us the pleasure of hearing from you. Goodbye, then.
Where's Konstantin? Will you tell him I'm going? I must say goodbye to him. Well then, remember me kindly.
I've forgotten my book. I think it's on the veranda. There you are. We're leaving.
I had a feeling we'd see each other again. I've made up my mind once and for all. I'm going on the stage. By tomorrow I shan't be here. I'm getting away from my father. I'm abandoning everything. I'm starting a new life, just like you. I'm leaving. We'll see each other there.
Stay at the Savasky Bazaar. Let me know as soon as you arrive. Groholski's house in Molchanovka. I must hurry.
Another minute.
Oh, you're so lovely. And what a joy it is to think we should be seeing each other again before long. I shall see those marvellous eyes again. This inexpressibly lovely, tender smile. These gentle features, this look of angelic innocence. My dear.
Hello? Is anyone there? No one. The old man keeps asking every minute, where's Kostya, where's Konstantin? You can't live without him.
He's frightened of being alone. What terrible weather. All yesterday too. All last night.
There are waves on the lake, huge waves.
garden's quite dark. You know, they ought to knock down a little theatre. It is hideous as bare bones, and the curtain slaps in the wind. I was going past it last night. I could have sworn I heard someone crying in there.
Well,
Let's go, Marcia.
I'm staying the night.
Marcia, let's go. The baby could be hungry, who knows?
Matriona will feed him.
It's a shame, though. This will be his third night without his mother.
What a boy you've become. At least it was philosophical vapourings before. Now it's the baby and let's go home all the time. The baby and let's go home. I never hear anything else out of you.
Let's go, Marcia.
You go.
Your father won't give me any horses.
Yes, he will. Just ask him. He'll give you some.
Fine. Well, maybe I'll ask him. You'll be coming tomorrow, then?
Yes, yes, tomorrow. Keep badgering away.
What's that for, Mother? He's asked to be in here with Konstantin.
I'll do it.
Second childhood.
I'll be off then. Goodbye, Marcia. Goodbye, Mother.
Oh, come on now, off you go.
Goodbye then.
No one ever dreamed you'd turn out to be a real writer, Christian. But now, thanks be to God, you've even started to get some money from those literary magazines. You've turned into a handsome young man too. Dear Kostya, be a good boy and be a bit kinder to my poor Marcia.
Leave him, Mother.
She's a sweet, good girl. All a woman needs, Kostya, is the old kind glance. I know from my own experience.
Now you've put us back up. What did you have to go badgering him for?
I feel sorry for you, Marcia.
A lot of help, that is.
My heart aches for you. Do you think I can't see what's happening? Do you think I don't understand?
It's all nonsense. Love without hope. That's just in novels. Nonsense. You mustn't lose your grip on yourself, that's all. You mustn't keep waiting for something to happen. Like a sailor waiting for the weather. Once love has dug itself into your heart, you have to get it out again. They've promised to transfer my husband to another district. As soon as we get there, I shall forget all about it. I shall tear it out of my heart by the roots.
That's Kostya playing. He's down in the dumpster.
The main thing, Mother, is not to have him in front of my eyes all the time. Just let them give Semyon his transfer, and believe me, in a month I shall have forgotten him.
Well, 6 of us at home now. Flour at 2 kopecks a pound.
You'll just have to manage.
Yes, you can laugh. You've plenty of money.
Money? In 30 years of practice, my friend. 30 years of unrelenting practice. When night and day I couldn't call my soul my own, I managed to save a miserable amount. And even that was when I was abroad just now. I've nothing.
Haven't you gone?
How can I when they won't give me any horses?
I just want you out of my sight!
Made lots of changes here, though. Turned this drawing room into a study.
It's more convenient for Konstantin working in here. He can go out into the garden and think whenever he feels like it.
Where's my sister?
I've gone to the station to meet Trigorin. Back in a moment.
Well, if you thought it necessary to get my sister here, then I must be dangerously ill. A fine business, I must say. Here I am, dangerously ill, and they still won't give me any medicine.
Take some valerian drops then. Bicarbonate of soda, quinine.
Yes, now we get the moralizing. Oh, what a penance it is. Now, I would like to give Costa an idea for a story. It would be entitled The Man Who Wanted to... Once, when I was a young man, I wanted to become a man of letters, and I never became one. I wanted to speak well. I've always spoken appallingly. Simple as that, etc., etc. I mean, you know. I wanted to get married. I never got married. I wanted to live in the town, and here I am ending my days in the country. Simple as that.
You wanted to get to the 4th grade of the civil service, and you did.
I wasn't trying for that. That came of its own accord.
Oh, come now. Giving vent to your dissatisfaction with life at the age of 62 isn't very handsome.
It's like speaking to a gatepost. Can't get into your head that I want to live.
That's fatuous. According to the laws of nature, every life must have an end.
You speak as someone who's eaten his fill, so you're indifferent to life. It's all one to you, but even you will dread to die.
The dread of death is an animal dread. It has to be suppressed. The only ones who can rationally fear death are the ones who believe in eternal life and who dread for their sins. But firstly, you're an unbeliever. And secondly, what are your sins? You served 25 years in the Department of Justice, that's all.
28.
Well, we're stopping Konstantin from working.
No, it's all right.
May I ask you, Doctor, which foreign city you like best?
Genoa.
How'd you know?
There's a splendid street life there. When you come out of your hotel in the evening, the whole street is jammed with people. You wander about aimlessly in the crowd and you share its life. You spiritually merge with it. You begin to believe that it would in fact be possible to have a single world soul of the sort that your friend Nina once acted in your play. Where is she now, by the way, and how is she?
She's well as far as I know.
I heard she was leading some strange sort of life. What's that all about?
It's a long story, Doctor.
In a nutshell.
She ran away from home and took up the Trigorin. You know that much.
I know that much.
She had a child. The child died. Trigorin decided he was no longer in love with her and reverted back to his former attachment. This was only to be expected. Not that he'd ever given it up.
How about the stage?
Even worse, I think. For some time, wherever she went, I went too. She kept taking on big parts, but played them vulgarly. She showed some talent in dying or crying, but they were only moments. For some time, when I came back, I started getting letters from her. Intelligent, warm, interesting letters. She never complained, but I could sense she was deeply unhappy. There was a sick, nervous strain in each line. Even her imagination was a little distraught. She'd signed herself the Seagull. She kept saying in the letters that she was a seagull. Now she's here,
How do you mean here?
in town at the inn. I would have gone to see her, in fact, Marcia here did go, but she won't see anyone. Semyon says she saw a mile or so from here, in the fields.
Yes, I did. She was going away from here, towards town. I said hello, and asked why she didn't come see us. She said she would.
She won't know. Her father and stepmother have put guards everywhere all over. She can't get anywhere near.
She was a delightful girl.
I beg your pardon?
I said she was a delightful girl. One former civil servant of the fourth grade was even in love with her for a short while.
Oh, you old rake.
It sounds as if they've arrived from the station.
Yes, we're all getting older, we're all getting a little weather-beaten, but you, dear lady, go on being young, full of life and grace.
Attempting fortune again, you tiresome man.
Hello. Still not better then? We can't have that. Enjoy it.
You recognise me then?
Married?
Long since.
Happy? I'm told you already to let bygones be bygones.
He's brought the magazine with your new story.
Not a very warm welcome from the weather. No harsh wind. If it turns in the morning, I'm going to head down to the lake for some fishing. And I'll pass through the garden as I go and see the spot where your play was performed. Do you remember? I've got an idea for a short story. I just need to refresh my mind with the setting.
Let my husband take a horse. He's got to get home.
Horse home. You know as well as I do, they've just been out of the station and can't go running all over the country again.
There are other horses. Oh, what's the use?
Marcia, I'll walk. Really.
Walk? In weather like this? Come on then, everyone.
It's only 3 miles or so. Goodbye. Goodbye, Marcia. Goodbye, Mother. I wouldn't want to disturb anyone. Only, it's the baby.
I dare say he'll manage it. He's not a general after all.
Come on then, let's not waste time. They'll be calling us for supper in a minute.
When the long autumn evenings come, they play lotto here. Look, an antique set that we used when our poor mother played with us as children. Will you try a round with us before supper? It's a boring game, but it's all right once you get used to it.
It's Fred's own story, he hasn't even cut the pages of mine.
How about you, Kostya?
Don't really feel like it. Gonna walk up and down for a bit.
The stake is 10 kopecks. Put it it in for me, will you, Doctor?
Mom.
Is everyone put in? I'm starting. 36.
Yes.
70.
Right?
22. 17.
Not so fast.
Oh, but my dears, the reception I got in Chekhov. My head is still spinning.
13.
The students gave me an ovation. 3 baskets of flowers, 2 garlands, and this.
Oh, yes, yes indeed.
50.
50 what? Just 50?
I was wearing an amazing outfit. Whatever else, I do know how to dress.
That's costume playing. The poor boy's pining.
Being awfully rude about him in the papers.
47.
Why does he pay any attention?
He's not having much success. He still just can't seem to find his own voice. There's something odd and formless about his work. Something verging on times on the nightmarish. Never a single living character.
5.
Patricia, is this boring for you?
One former civil servant of the 4th grade is fast asleep.
42.
If I'd lived on an estate like this, beside a lake, do you think I should have ever taken up writing? I should have wrestled the passion down and done nothing but think.
71.
To catch a ruff or a perch, that's perfect happiness.
I believe in the boy, though. There's something there. There's something there. He thinks in images. His stories are bright and colourful, and they speak to me strongly. The only sad thing is, he has no clear aims. He produces an impression, but nothing more. You can't get all that far on impressions alone. Aren't you pleased to have a son who's a writer?
Can you imagine? I still haven't read anything by him. I never have time.
21.
We still have something of yours here.
What's that?
Well, Konstantin somehow managed to shoot a seagull, and I believe you asked me to have it stuffed.
I don't remember that. No recollection.
46.
Pitch dark. Can't be quiet, it was so uneasy.
Of course you don't do that. It's blowing a gale.
51.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a full house.
Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo!
Always, wherever he goes, that man has all the luck. Now, let's go and have something to eat, though. Our visiting celebrity hasn't had a proper dinner yet. We'll go on again after supper. Kostya, leave your writing. Let's go and eat.
I'm not really hungry, Mama. Go that way.
As you wish. Patricia, supper. I'll tell you all about the reception I got in Chekhov.
Talk so much about new forms. Now I feel I'm gradually slipping into the same old pattern with some. The poster on the fence was announcing to the world. A pale face framed by her dark hair. Announcing to the world. Framed. It's undistinguished. Trigorin has developed his special little tricks. It's easy for him. He has the neck of a broken bottle glittering on the bank of the mill pool. And there's his moonlit night setup. Whereas I have the deep night plus the silent twinkling of the stars plus the distant sound of the piano fading in the silent, scented air. It's excruciating. What was that? Who's there? Nina? Nina? It's you? I had a kind of premonition. My mind's been in torment all day.
There's someone here.
There's no one.
Look at the door. Someone may come
No
in.
one's going to come in.
Let me look at you. It's nice in here. It's warm. This was the drawing room then. Have I changed a lot?
Yes, you have. You know, it's strange somehow to be seeing you. Why didn't you ever let me in? Why didn't you come soon? I know you've been living here for almost a week.
I was afraid you'd hate me. I dreamt every night you're looking at me and not recognising me. If only you knew what things had been like. I've been coming here from the moment I arrived, walking by the lake. I've been by your house many times, but I couldn't make up my mind to come in. Let's sit down. We'll sit and talk. talk and talk. It's nice in here. It's warm, it's cosy. You hear the wind? I'm the seagull. That's not right.
And you're crying. Nina. Nina.
It's all right. It's a relief. I haven't cried these 2 whole years. Then last night I went out to the garden to see if our theatre was still there. And it is. It's been standing there all this time. I cried for the first time in 2 years, and I felt a weight lifting. I felt my heart clearing. You see, I've stopped crying. So you've become a writer now. You're a writer. I'm an actress. We're launched upon the world, even us. I used to be full of joy in life. Like a little child, I'd wake up in the morning and start singing. I loved you. I had dreams of glory. And now first thing tomorrow morning I'm off to Ylet's, 3rd class. And in Ylet's I shall have the more educated local businessmen pressing their attentions upon me.
Why Ylet's?
I'm contracted there for the entire winter season. It's time to be getting there.
Kirsty, I hated you. I've torn up your letters and photographs, but it's not within my power to cease loving you. From the moment I lost you and began to be published, I found my life unlivable. Nothing but pain. Wherever I look, I see your face. I see the tender smile that shone on me in the summer of my life.
Why are you talking like this?
I'm all alone. No one's affection to warm me. I'm dry as the grave. And whatever I write is dry and stale and joyless. Stay here, Nina, I beg you, or else let me come with you.
My horses are at the
Nina,
gate.
Nina, why? Why, for the love of God?
Don't come out. I'll find my own way. Can I have some water?
Where are you going now?
Into town. Is your mother here?
Yes.
Why did you say you still loved me? I ought to be put to death. I'm so tired. If only I could rest, just rest. I'm the seagull. That's not right. I'm the actress, yes.
That's all well and good. Tomorrow I'm going fishing down by the lake.
He's here too. Yes, of course. Not that it matters, of course, though. He didn't believe in theatre. He did nothing but laugh at my ambitions, and gradually I stopped believing too. Then there were burdens of love, the jealousy, the perpetual anxiety for my little boy. I became a paltry thing, a non-entity. My acting lost all meaning. I didn't know what to do with my hands. I didn't know how to stand. I couldn't control my voice. You don't understand what it's like when you feel you're acting badly. I'm the seagull. That's not right. Do you remember? You shot a seagull.
Really? I have no recollection of that.
One day, by chance, a man comes along and sees her, and quite idly he destroys her. An idea for a short story. I'm the seagull. That's not right. What was I talking about? Acting. Yes. Well, I'm not like that now. I've become a real actress. I take pleasure in my performance. I delight in it. I'm in a state of intoxication when I'm up there. I feel I'm beautiful. And now while I've been staying here, I've been walking round, walking and walking, thinking and thinking. And I've had the feeling that with every day my spiritual strength has grown. I know now, Kostya. I understand now that in our work, and it makes no difference whether we're writing or whether we're acting, the main thing is not the fame, not the glory, not all the things I used to dream of. It's the ability to endure. Learn to bear your cross. Have faith. I have faith, and for me, pain is less.
You found your way. You know where you're going while I'm still floundering in this chaos of dreams and images. Knowing who or what it's all for. I've no faith, not any idea where my vocation lies.
I'm going. Goodbye. When I become a great actress, come and see me perform. You promise? But now it's late. I can scarcely stand. I'm so tired. I'm so hungry.
Give me
No,
some supper.
don't come out. I'll find my own way. The horses are close by. So she's brought him with her. Well, there we are. It makes no difference. Don't tell Trigorin anything when you see him. I love him. I love him even more than before. An idea for a short story. I love him. I love him passionately. I love him to the point of desperation. It was good before Kostya. Do you remember? Such a bright, warm, joyous, innocent life. Do you remember? Men and lions, partridges and eagles, spiders, geese and the antlered stags, the unforthcoming fish that dwelt beneath the waters, starfish and creatures invisible to the naked eye. In short, all life, all life, all life, its dismal round concluded, has guttered out.
And the beer for Boris Alexeyevich on the table. We're going to drink as we play. Sit down, everyone. What was that?
Nothing to worry about. Probably something in my medical cabinet bursting. No cause for alarm.
Oh, it frightened me. It reminds me of the time when I thought for a second there I was going to faint.
Yes, that was it. A bottle of ether bursting. Get home.